All right, another one of the optional features is for the Beastmaster. So Primal Companion, this replaces the Ranger's Companion feature.
Yeah, which in the Ranger's Companion, you had to find a beast that was a quarter CR or lower, and then it gets bonuses based on your proficiency modifier to its attack, AC, hit points. Well, depends on what its hit points were.
And also pray that this thing doesn't die in combat.
Yeah, pray it doesn't die in combat, because then you have to find another one. But what this does is give you a beast you can summon out of nature itself, which is a huge bonus for Beastmasters, because now you don't have to constantly find that new beast. Because that was one downside to this, is that your creature can die.
Yeah, and this one you magically summon a beast.
Yeah, which may be a departure from what people are looking for, but at the same time, it definitely allows them to be more versatile with what they have, because they get to choose from 3 different styles. You get a beast of the land, beast of the sea, and beast of the sky. So, bird, fish, dog. So, it's, well, in not that order, but or not that exact thing, but that's what you're looking at.
And if your beast companion dies, you can touch it and expend a spell slot and bring it back up.
So,
whereas I think the old one, you had to spend 8 hours to get your beast back.
Yeah, you had to do a bunch to get it back, or you'd have to raise it. If it's totally dead, or, you actually had to spend resources and an excessive amount of time to get your animal back. Now, maybe it's a special animal, that's really cool, but most of the time, that's not something players want to take the time to bring back your favorite Mastiff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in Critical Role, Laura Bailey was doing all kinds of things to keep her animal alive. She even had an amulet that it would go into, once it got low on hit points, no, trinket in here. No, please don't kill my...
Yeah. And that is one of the points that a lot of people don't want to play Beastmaster, because they're just too much to deal with. Combat. It's fun to deal with, but at the same time, when you deal with it in actual game in combat, they're not that fun. So in combat, another important point to them, they can dodge and they can use a reaction, they can move on their own, but as a bonus action, you can tell them to attack, or before you had to use your whole action to make them attack. And you can also make them use one of their abilities that's on their stat block, which is not really that much, but they can do that. And also, when you get 5th level, if you have the extra attack, you can attack and make them attack. So now, giving up one of your extra hits. So now, actually, you can have your beast attack twice in a turn, and you once. And that can be really useful, where before it was me and you. I get, at 5th level, I can attack and it can attack. Or just the beast attacks. And depending on what beast you have, that ain't a whole lot. They don't do that much damage. But now, they actually can do more damage and be more useful, and actually be that additional weapon. Instead of a 2-weapon fighting guy, or you could be that 2-weapon fighting, you actually can work with them more, and they'll be more useful to you in combat.
Yeah, and then the types of beasts you can summon, like a beast of the land, a beast of the sky, a beast of the sea. You have options on what you can summon. It doesn't have to be the same thing every time unless you want it to be. But also the fact is that their armor is going to go up as your proficiency goes up. Yep. Their hit points goes up with your ranger level, but also their damage is going to scale with your proficiency bonus as well. So they're going to level up as you level up.
Well, that's the same as the other one, or the ranger one goes up the same way too.
Oh, I didn't know.
They go up as proficiency bonus, AC and.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The hit points is actually a little bit better, because it is 4 times, I believe. It's 4 times of what your ranger level is for the regular beast companion. With this one, is 5 plus 5 times. So you're actually going to have more hit points with these than you would those. But these start off with better to hit and damage bonuses than a normal beast would, unless you just happen to get some special beast. Your DM is okay, I'm going to let you have a grizzly bear, or a dire tiger somehow. You end up with a really cool beast that your DM has allowed you to get. These are actually going to scale that way anyway, and you won't have to worry about keeping up with a creature that can die.
Yeah, because you can just expend a spell slot and get this one back up.
Yep. So it's a really good change for the Beastmaster, and it does take away a little bit from their flavor of I have a really unique, cool animal, but at the same time, it gives them. You can still go that way. You just restrict yourself. Well, I will only ever summon a beast of the land because that's the only creature I ever use. Maybe you made that special bond and you just keep summoning the same creature over and over and over again. You can play it that way, but it uses these stats.
Yeah, or you could even play that you have a creature that you found and you've bonded with, and you're summoning its spirit.
Yeah.
When you use this feature, and like that, you just keep that creature with you. Like the wolf, you have a wolf, you keep it out of combat, but you summon its spirit to fight with you.
It'd be very like a very totemic type barbarian style, or where you maybe you've tattooed on your chest a wolf, and then every time you want your wolf to come out because your clan that you come from or whatever they're the wolf totem, so you're like you summon the wolf spirit of your clan to come help you.
Yeah.
There's ways you could play that to where this is more than just some random beast I found I've befriended. No, this is a part of my ancestors. This is a part of or natural connection to the world where maybe you summon the beast of the sky because your whole life you've been in the mountains and that's just the thing you're connected to. Or you just find whatever's the most useful in the place, wherever you think natural terrains it would be. It's like, well, in a desert, a lizard survives here better. That's why I'm always going to keep pulling up.
Yeah, or maybe you use the other spells that help you talk with animals and find the animals and find that information. Yeah. Well, that's what's helping you find these creatures so that you can be able to summon them.
Yeah.
So like you're constantly going out and getting friends, and they're constantly lending their spirits to the ranger who they know is not here to harm or hunt them.
Speaking of that, it's also very Pokemon.
Yes.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
You maybe this is now your Ash Ketchum character where these are the Pokemon you've collected. You've collected 3 different beasts of the sky. You've collected 4 different beasts of the land, and one of them's a fire type.
Yes.
You can now play, Pokemon with your ranger.
That's pretty funny.
It's an interesting option because now that is definitely something you can go with because you can always put them back. Maybe that's how you summon them. You throw out your ball.
The Beast of the Sea is a Squirtle.
Yeah. Or a Magikarp that is completely and utterly useless other than it does splash.
The Beast of the Sky is your Pidgeotto.
Yeah. It's cool addition. Thank you, Wizards.
Yes.